Today I'm going to show you how to access the waterfall display in a Volvo. Mine is a 2008 C70. It could work for other models of similar years such as S40s and things of that nature. I believe it runs roughly 06 to like 2012 is roughly when this would work on these models. I hope you enjoy this video.
The first thing you'll need to do is come into this console here, right behind your front cup holders, and go ahead and unscrew these two screws here. So I've gone ahead and removed this piece for the sake of the video. This is not necessary. This is for the sake of my footage. So this piece right here will be the next to come off. All you need to do is get down here with your hand or something like this and just kind of pry it off. There you go. It's very easy to pry off, and then you just need to lift it out. And there's going to be a piece right back here. There's the piece. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's going to be an Ethernet type cable, and you will need to pull it out to be able to pull the rest of this out. So your next step is to undo these clips, and I've actually got it pulled out here just to show you where the clips are. We've got one clip here, one clip there, and another clip up here, as well as one on the other side, exactly the same. And it looks like there may be some clips back here as well, but they're a little bit different in the fact that you won't be able to push them down. You'll just have to kind of pull them up. And once you get enough of these clips undone, they will all just sort of come up naturally. So now we can actually remove this, and this piece right here will pull right out. This one right here is a little bit more like an ether cable, this light blue one, where you've got to compress a little button on this side that my hand is on, and then you can pull it out. When these are unfastened, they will stay relatively vertical, so you'll have easy access to them when you have to put this back on. Go ahead and remove your cup holder. At this point, you can just go ahead and remove this piece gently with your fingers. At this point, you will want to use extreme caution, but you can use this, or I would even recommend finding something softer to use. But you will gently want to pry this radio part off, like, if I can get it, yeah, like this right here. So you just pry it off gently, and then even at some point you can go around with your fingers and just pry it off like so. At this point you can go ahead and pull out your stereo system, or push it out from the back like so. At this point you should remove these two pieces right here, as well as this little green piece right here. That's going to keep your waterfall in place, as well as some screws we'll remove later. So you've got to go ahead and remove that. You will then want to remove these two screws right here, and this will let you remove this part. So at this point you could try and move this back. I have seen people do it online. I was not able to find a guide that I understood to take this back. So I'm actually going to take the easy way out, and I'm just going to access this screw here, and this screw down here, which I've already taken out with one of these, because it's got a lot of reach and a lot of, it's very thin, it's very maneuverable. And you can just get right down in here, and you can even pull back the plastic and make this the optimal angle here for you. As you can see, I've got it right here. And then once again, it's going to be clockwise-y tighty, counterclockwise-y, counter tighty. And that's going to go for both. Reassembling this, you're going to have to be very careful getting the screws in here. You do not want to lose them to this void. So be very, very, very careful. If you are extra nervous about you maybe losing this, maybe you have shaky hands, or maybe you're just a nervous fella, then I would definitely suggest trying to figure out how to move this. But you know me, easy way out. So we're now going to take this waterfall piece out, which I actually have out already. The reason I'm doing this the opposite direction is I actually believe it's harder to put back in than it is to take out. So I'm just going to show you how to put it back in for when you're reassembling this. When you're disassembling this, just do it in the reverse order. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take this piece, the longer piece, and kind of get it in there. And then you're going to have to pivot it about this lower corner. So watch how I do that. And now it's in there. And so then we're going to have to get it around this. I'm actually going to have to move this shifter really quick, so I'm going to cut to that. I'm going to now get this to get in there slightly. It's just a little bit of fiddling with it. And now I'm going to show you how to get this in there. So you're going to have to bring it back and just try to find that clearance. And then it won't be the most elegant process in the world, I will admit. But with enough negotiating, you'll be able to get it. So now with enough fiddling, I've been able to get it in here. And so once again, you'll just have to do the reverse process. And as you can see right down here, it is now seated in the correct places for me to now put in these bolts. So sometimes I have to bring this back to manual, but as long as you can get this bottom piece, just pull it off to where this is now exposed. It'll then be wide enough for you to just compress this button, the shifter button, and pull up. And now you've got that piece off, and you can take this piece off as well, and I'll show you how to take this. So at this point, we've got this shifter here, and it's got clips right there on both sides, and then back here, right here, on both sides as well. And so if you can unfasten all those, you can get this piece off. So I've got a shop towel ready to wrap this baby up loosely, not tightly. But once I get this off, and I'm going to take this off by pulling on each of these little prongs here, you're going to have to push them together, and then you can kind of lift this up. So I'm going to have to do this off camera because it takes two hands, but that's the gist of it. And then I'm going to move it off to the side, and I'm going to keep it clean with a shop towel. This is a computer part. You have to be very, very gentle. Do not touch any of these electronics if you can help it. So I've actually got this computer piece wrapped up in a shop towel. It's not as fibrous as a paper towel, so it won't get anything on my computer there, and it will keep dust off. There are going to be clips on both sides, one here and one here. You can see here because of the light. And you're just going to have to pull those and lift her up. And for me, I only had to unclip one side and it got them both up. But now you've got this exposed, and you can start working on your shifter. If you've watched for this long, obviously you got some use out of this video. Leave a like, because it helps me, because clearly I helped you, and it'll help other people find this video. If you need more help with your Volvo, subscribe to me, and that'll let you see more videos from me. And finally, if you have any questions, go ahead and comment, and I'll do my best to reply and give whatever wisdom I can. Thank you.